I first knew of Metropolitan as a nerdy child who
Mhm.
read surplus textbooks from the Bibb County, Georgia school system where my mother taught adults to pass the GED. She brought home a book called Eyewitness, the Negro in American History. And it had a picture of Metropolitan and a few paragraphs about the church. At its construction in about 1887 was the pride of African Methodists and the pride of Black Washington. It was the
Mm.
largest auditorium that we controlled. It was a site of not only theological work, but intellectual and political foment. So from the pulpit spoke Mary McLeod Bethune, William Edward Burghardt Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, Eleanor Roosevelt. The church sits on the longest continuously owned parcel of property by persons of African descent in the District of Columbia. It has a legacy of never excluding any human being. So what I share in context is the National Cathedral at one point would not admit people who look like me.
Mm.
Metropolitan's doors have always been open. During the beginning of the AIDS epidemic, when Ronald Reagan pretended like these human beings weren't dying, we opened our doors and we fought to advocate for beloved folks of God who were dying from that awful disease. We have fought in one of our earlier iterations, housing those who were escaping the horrors of American enslavement through the Underground Railroad. And even today, continuing to fight contemporarily for justice and for freedom and the belief that the divine, that God is the God of us all, and that God's intent is that we flourish and live in abundance together. So it's an extraordinary place. When I walked in at 39, I wanted to run out, but but I have stayed, and hopefully some of the people at least are thankful that I am.